Okay, hi, Nick.
Hi, Maddie. Jesus, aggressive much?
Sorry. We don't have to have actually started if you don't want to.
We've started.
Okay.
And also that just made it sound like Jesus is our co-host, which, you know, who says he's not? You know?
Well, I mean, theoretically.
We are Christ-like.
That's not where I was going, but good one.
We get nailed a lot?
No. I was going to go full Catholic and be like, he's part of all of us.
Oh.
So, yeah.
God, here I
Your
was just
thing's
hoping
weird.
for some bread and some wine.
Yeah, fair. Wow. Should we just have bread and wine for dinner tonight?
I mean, I am always here for just bread.
Fair. Neither of us like wine, so I don't know why that was.
I like wine. I'm just not much of a drinker.
Fair. Same. Mood. I don't like wine, actually. So I'm
You
not
stop
the same.
whining about it.
Wow. I see how today is going to be.
Why? What do you mean? That was a grape pun.
It was. You're right. You know, we've
Did
recently...
you get that? A grape pun?
No, I didn't get that, obviously. I just
Wow.
completely glossed over it.
I feel
But that was pretty good too.
you have to at least acknowledge puns, or I feel like I've failed as a human. That's the my neediness coming out.
Iconic. So in conclusion, I need to just gloss over puns. No validation whatsoever.
Wow, Bethany, wow.
Today is just, I feel like where we're at is just going to be us bullying each other for an hour straight.
You say that like that's not every episode.
It's true, but it feels really strong today.
Okay, I'm here for it. Is this just the mean episode?
Oh my God. Is it a Wednesday?
Why?
I don't really know.
Because Wednesdays we wear pink?
It was a Mean Girls thing, but on Wednesdays, like, it's pink. You wear nice.
And you come for me for my puns.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm not the punner in this relationship. I just stay stupid.
You may not be the punter, but you are a punt.
All right, let's just dial it back a bit then, Nick.
wow,
that
okay.
one was mean. That was rude.
How was that mean and rude? I didn't even say the real word.
And that made it worse in my heart.
Okay, that's fair. So welcome to What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast.
Oh yeah, hi. Sorry, that's been a while.
Yet another episode.
Yeah,
Can you
another
believe?
episode.
What episode is
Did
this?
you just say believe?
I did say believe.
As in...
Justin Belieber. Is that not okay with you?
You know, I was going to say believer.
Were you?
Yeah, but it was so much funnier coming out of your mouth.
I've never been a believer. Have you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've publicly stated that on this pod
yeah,
before.
that's probably true.
Yeah, and then
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
yeah, he was trying to be mean there, but he's right. It does.
I mean, I don't know if I was trying to be mean.
Yeah, no. And then and then he got a bit weird, and then he got a bit mean, and now I don't like him at all.
Remember when he came to Australia and like graffitied on walls and shit, and got in trouble and then got kicked out of the country?
Lol. No, I don't remember that, but it makes complete sense.
Remember when he used to make good music?
Is this a trap?
No, genuinely, I've not liked a single one of his songs in like 8 years.
Yeah, me either. I really liked his first album, obviously.
What's that, like Forever? Or Believe?
Fuck, what was it called? I think it was actually called My World.
That is
Maybe
the gayest
two.
thing I've ever heard.
I know. Yeah. Baby.
And I say gayest thing I've ever heard in the sense of the 2008 offensive way.
Lol.
As a gay, I can say that. It's okay.
It's fine. I've reclaimed that term.
I've reclaimed it, reclaiming my time. Anyway,
God, we have way too much fun on here.
This is true. We need to dial back the fun
Exactly.
and just talk about history every episode.
Wow.
But not like in a fun way.
In a totally boring way.
Exactly.
Horrible histories.
Talk about the fiscal impact of World War II.
That sounds really interesting to me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The second it came out of my mouth, I was like, Maddie will love that. And I cannot allow her to enjoy her time with me.
I mean, basically, we've got like the rise of capitalism post World War II, fiscal impact. So 50s, golden age. So if
I'm
anyone...
lost. Okay, I'm lost.
We all hate capitalism here. That's where we're at.
Yes. Yes.
That's the only conclusion.
I wonder if we can make a drag name out of the word capitalism. Katie
Capital
Plism.
Yourism.
Oh. Ooh.
Mine went too far. What was yours again?
Katie. What's the word?
Capitalism.
Katie Plism. That sounds like
Cataclysm.
cataclysm.
Yeah. What did I say?
Cat Plism.
Cataclysm.
And then it's like cataclysm.
I knew what it was.
Middle name asshole, and it's Cat A Clism.
Wow.
Not the worst.
Not the worst. I can definitely see you being allowed onto Drag Race with that name.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's really
Nice.
a deep and meaningful thing for you to say.
I agree, obviously.
So, Madstar.
Yes, elephant in the room. We haven't even gotten there.
That's what I was about to say. Is Maddie, what is the elephant in the room this week?
The elephant in the room. Okay, did I tell you about how I fell down the stairs a couple of weeks ago
Yes,
and
you
I
did.
need
It was
my
last week.
own self in the vajayjay?
Yes.
It's still sore. I think I need to go to the doctor.
I mean, that's not good.
No, it's definitely not as sore as it was. Like it was like fully bruised when I first did it.
Right.
And-
no one likes a bruised vagina.
Exactly. And now, I'm sorry, whole world, but it only hurts when I touch. So now I'm like,
No masturbation for you.
well, that too. But like every night I'm like showering, getting clean, and I'm like, ooh.
And you're like patting your puss.
Exactly.
Oh, that hurt my nutties.
You deserve that.
I did deserve that. Not again.
Yeah.
Look, a boy
Anyway.
can only hurt herself in the nuts so many times on the same podcast. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for your vagina.
Same. She's gone through a rough time right now.
Yeah.
So that's the elephant in the room.
Oh, your
I
little
got nothing
puss is
else.
a bit tender right now. That's
Exactly.
sad. The elephant in the room this week is nobody touch Maddie's vagina.
Yes, exactly. This is a world. Fuck, what's it called? A public service announcement.
PSA.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why I was going to
'Cause
say World
usually-
Heritage Post.
Usually the amount of people Maddie goes through in a week, she does need
Exactly.
to put out a public statement.
Exactly.
Right? That's
The-
not slut shaming. That was a compliment.
Brisbane community is definitely down a whore.
Yeah. Down a hole. Title of it.
Yeah,
Down
I was
a
going
whore.
to say drag race name. Drag name.
I love that.
Wow. Okay. Anyway,
Anyway.
now serious faces.
Now,
No, I don't have anything. I just thought we should move on from that conversation.
Okay. Well, do you have anything to talk about this week?
Loki.
Yeah, let's do that later.
Okay.
I feel like that'll be... No, let's do it now. What are your thoughts? For context,
some water.
For context, I watched Loki weekly like the rest of the world. She binge watched all of it yesterday.
Last night. Yeah, I started
even
at
yesterday,
6.
last
and then-
night.
Yeah. Yeah.
We texted a little bit,
We did.
and I was very confused on your thoughts based on what you texted me. So I'm going to need you to give me a quick rundown.
Okay. So firstly, I very much enjoyed the show. Like Nick at the beginning, I'd been very much like, ooh, I don't vibe with this whole 2012 Loki thing. That's a bad concept. Which is why I was then like, I'm not going to watch it weekly. I'll just watch it all in one go when I know if it's worth watching.
Even though I told her 2 episodes in that
It was
it was
great.
fine.
Yeah. Well, at that point, it's already like, well, I might as well just wait. It's only 4 more weeks.
See, then you said that about 911 Lone Star, and you're going to have to wait another like 10 weeks.
That's so many.
Whereas I'm nearly done. Hypothetically. Anyway, continue with your thoughts. So it was already a hurdle just to get you to watch it.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But then he was like, no, they kind of sort the characterization thing out, which they definitely did do, obviously. I was vibing with that. I feel like I really enjoyed the show in general, and so I was happy to be taken along on the new, like, growth and characterization arc for Loki.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, okay. The main thing, that incest thing.
Oh, well,
Okay.
spoiler alerts, but like it's been finished for like a week now. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, soz.
Anyway, the incest thing.
Yeah,
Also,
weird.
possible title of ep.
It's true. What did I say last night?
Well, I don't want to talk about what you fucking said last night because I was fucking traumatized. So instead, we're going to read it out word for word. This bitch, when I tell you...
Okay, Okay.
When
Should I give them the context around this, or
I don't know that it needs context, Ho.
Okay, I'll just leave it.
It's
going to have context at some point, otherwise we're going to get fucking blacklisted
this
or something.
This is 2 different texts. She says, the romance thing is super wiggy, though. Which is coming from me, the ultimate incest shipper. And I said, OMG, please don't phrase it like that ever again. It makes you sound insane. Which it did.
It did.
And I guess I'll let you have context, but just for a second.
I ship Jon Snow from Game of
What
Thrones.
the fuck was going through your head to write down the words for the synapses in your brain to make it to your fingers to type into your phone?
It's funny.
I am the ultimate incest shipper.
You gotta own it, okay? Everyone's like, Jon Snow, incest. I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Okay, yes, for context, give us context.
Yeah, Jon and Sansa, Game of Thrones, the best ship that ever existed, which coincidentally I started reading Fic for this morning.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah.
Look, personally, I rationalize it as my bestie isn't into incest. She's into
Jon and Sansa being really hot
Jon
on
and
screen
Sansa
together.
Plus, it's Game of Thrones. Everyone's related.
Yeah, exactly. Pfft. Could be worse. They could have been brother and sister. That's what I say.
Exactly. Literally could have been worse. Anyway, for context,
so someone
Loki's
who's fairly
love interest in the
lenient,
show, is a
a version of himself,
a version from a different timeline of himself, named Sylvie. Both bicons.
Yeah, it's really weird because I think if you thought about it enough, you could kind of come to a conclusion where it's like, well, actually, they don't really share. Do they share DNA? I don't know. I don't know. And like, it's not like they ever knew each other, and they are from completely different realities. Like, completely different realities because born a girl.
I say born again Christian.
That too.
Okay, wait.
But
pause.
also,
I don't. It feels incesty, but I don't technically think it is.
Well, I don't really think they have a incest category for fucking yourself.
Well, I was going to say, the age-old question.
Yeah.
If there was a clone of yourself, would you fuck it?
No.
I would, absolutely. Are you kidding? Why would you not fuck a clone of yourself?
I don't need to know that much about my body.
Bitch. You don't want to know what makes you tick, or like have the most pleasurable sex of your life because you know what makes you tick?
I mean, I guess, but I think I'd be too weirded out looking at my own face. Maybe if I made my other self put a mask on or something.
A black mask.
Wow. Are we talking like kinky, or are we talking like blackface?
Oh my god, I was talking about COVID-19 safety measures.
I was so confused.
What are the rules? Who says that your clone can't give you COVID-19?
I think didn't they have it in the USA when COVID was first happening that if you were doing like anal sex or were rimming or something, then it was totally fine. Mm-hmm. You can't transmit COVID or something like that.
Well, yes, because I remember specifically, if my parents are listening on the very off chance, please turn it off.
I mean, if they haven't turned it off already when I was talking about my vagina, like...
It's true. Also, your clone would know not to touch your vagina right now.
Only if she was cloned right this second.
That's true. Anyway, last year, like, I don't even know, around May or something, on a dating app, I got a message from some random guy that was like, hey, I'm DTF. Look, because of COVID, no kissing.
He was saying it's like in his first message.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said no kissing, willing to suck dick and fuck, but no kissing because of COVID. We could spread it to each other. And I said, no, I didn't say anything. And he said, rimming is not okay either because of COVID.
What?
And I was like, what?
I don't understand the logic
process. Why what categorizes some sexual acts as COVID safe?
Yeah.
Like you scan a QR code before you suck a dick.
That's wild. I love that concept. Firstly.
What a great concept. We should do that all the time. Just for STD purposes, STIs.
Wait, stop. Did you just come up with a great idea?
I think I did. Dating apps that come with a QR code.
Love this.
That you scan of the person before you go down on them.
Wow.
Wow. You know what a fun thing would be is if like you scan it and it comes up with like their kinks.
Oh my god. This is just getting out of hand
and
with
like,
amazingness.
Yes, I'm being COVID safe. I'm being STI safe. and I know that I'm allowed to piss on them.
Perfect. What more could you want?
What more could you want?
As someone who will do the kinks that you are into, I guess, is what more you could want.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
I don't know if you get that from the app though.
Yeah, me neither.
Anyway, what were we original? How did
We were
this
talking about
tangent-
Loki.
No, we were saying. Oh yeah, I know. The only comment I want to make about this guy who's saying weird things
Yes.
about what's COVID safe is that firstly, I love that has such a serious dedication to being COVID safe.
Yeah, me too.
Outlaid in the first message,
Yeah.
but also, as you say, what's the prerequisites there? What are the requirements? How does that happen?
Okay, look,
Particularly
you are
if
right.
you're saying like blowjobs are okay,
Yeah, I didn't follow either.
but
Because, like, no, I don't know either.
maybe
Honestly.
he just didn't like licking people's buttholes, and so that's why he said
Really
that's
fair.
out.
That's a story for another time. Oh, God, I want to kill myself. No, yes,
Loki.
you're right. He did have a strong
right, okay.
opener
Yeah,
because it's like, this is my personality. I am slutty, but I'm also socially conscious. You know?
exactly.
And,
Aren't we
like,
all?
Is that not my exact type?
Exactly.
I kid. Not really, though. I mean, you're
Well,
slutty and socially conscious.
exactly.
You're my bestie, so like,
Exactly.
I kid again for Maddie's parents. Back to Loki.
Right, yes. So Loki having sex with himself was weird.
This is true.
No. I think the reason I think if I'd had time to process it over 6 weeks, I probably would have found it less weird.
That's true.
But
They didn't really interact until episode 3.
Exactly.
And it was
This
by
is
the end of
true.
that they were like in love,
Yeah, that's really weird.
quote unquote.
See, everything's all mushed together in my mind because obviously I literally just sat down for 6 hours and watched it. So because of that, I didn't have any time to process what was going on beyond, oh, she's a Loki. Oh, maybe she isn't a Loki. Oh, she's a Loki. Wait, are they looking at each other romantically?
Right.
Oh my God, they are. Okay, this is weird. Okay, now they're kissing. What's going on?
I agree completely. I was like, the whole time, I was like, I'm pretty sure that Marvel is going for the romantic aspect.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't get that vibe. There's definitely chemistry between the two,
Yeah.
but I see it as friend or family chemistry.
Yeah.
Like, finally, someone who gets me on a real deep level
Yeah.
that I can
Yeah,
trust.
that's what I wanted.
And, like, why did it need to be romantic?
I have no idea why it needed
know.
to be romantic.
That was literally my biggest issue with the show. That was my main issue
Yeah,
with the show.
I agree. I honestly thought when it first started happening, I thought it was my broken incest brain. I was like, wait, okay. Is this just Game of Thrones messing with my head? Or are they actually doing this?
Okay, wait, Game of Thrones, but on Asgard?
Stop. That's basically
But with
what
Norse
this was.
mythology? Oh my God. Netflix, I'm pitching you something. Right? That would slap.
I mean, we just watched it in Loki.
No, we didn't. That was like Rick and Morty Legends of Tomorrow meets Game of Thrones. Okay? With all the time traveling. Multiverse.
Maybe.
What is when you're having sex with a clone from another dimension and they say, are you a top or a bottom? And you say, I'm verse. Multiverse. You know? That was really funny.
It was not funny.
It was so funny. You know, gays when they're a top or a bottom or they do both and it's like your verse. Do you get it?
Yes, I get it.
Did you get it at the beginning of the joke?
Yes, I got it at the beginning of the joke.
Well, then your incest brain is broken.
It's so really bad when you say it. It's funny when I say it because it's me.
Oh!
But now I'm like
Okay, I
hearing
think we're on different
someone else-
wavelengths today because you think you saying incest brain is funny. I do not. I think me saying multiverse is funny and you do not.
No, see, I think I'm being funny when I say incest brain,
Hmm.
but hearing someone else say it makes me realize it's not funny.
Okay, just look into the camera and give a disclaimer.
I'm not into incest. Is that the disclaimer?
good.
Okay, wow. I'm sorry. I had to actually
And
say
I'll give
that
a
out
disclaimer
loud,
too.
but
I have not fucked my clone, but I would. And that's that on
even
that.
if he was evil,
Yes. Are you
do you
kidding
reckon that
me?
would be even hotter?
Are you telling me that if you were in a film...
I'd probably fuck an evil clone of
Oh,
myself.
no,
yeah.
I was going to say, would you fuck the villain? Because that's hot.
Yeah, probably. I think Johnson might actually be my only ship that is not villain and heroine. So There's a lot to unpack there.
You know, when we have guests, I really hope no one says that their defining TV show is Game of Thrones or defining books is Game of Thrones.
Because
I don't know
really
that I'm going to be able to process
so too.
their facial reactions to your facial reactions.
It's really true, because the other day when I came over to Nick's house, his roommate had her partner there and they were watching Game of Thrones, and it was like, it took everything in me, and I still made a snide comment or two. I couldn't fucking help myself.
With you.
Thank you so much. I was trying so hard.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I like your white knuckles. Like,
yeah, it was like really, it was a lot. I'm sorry that happened.
Anyway, back to Loki.
Right, yeah.
We're done with the incest Loki variant thing. Also, for context, a variant is a person, the same person from different dimensions.
Yeah. Well, not even necessarily. I guess different realities. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because the other realities don't exist anymore. They get deleted.
That's true.
So it's like, it's really fucking weird, to be honest.
So yeah, look, my main issue with the show was just Loki and Sylvie being romantically linked, which is not that big a deal. I still loved the show.
Yeah, it's true. It was still watchable.
It was more than watchable. It was a genuinely good show.
The incest was still watchable.
I think... Oh my God. Like, yes?
I think... Yeah, I don't know. I think it added this really whole interesting, like, dynamic, them being the same person, just in general, like, romance aside, because it was really funny to kind of watch Loki, like our Loki, grow as a person, and him coming into contact with the other variants made him realize, like, how much of a terrible person he was and stuff. And then he kind of grew in his intelligence, and he even, like, by the end, he was, again, final episode spoilers, he was like, okay, no, we actually need to think through what is going on now. Whereas that didn't happen for Sylvie, so I thought that was, like, kind of an interesting thing that was going on there. That's just an aside. I was just saying words.
Nice. That is how talking works. Yeah. No. I, like, visually... soundtrack, score,
truth,
all of
story.
It was pretty solidly paced.
It was pretty solidly paced
compared to the other two Marvel shows so far.
I would say, I think that it is the strongest of all three. I think it had definitely had the biggest, like, actual MCU vibes.
Yes, and impact on the film.
Yeah, and it had a plot that was. Well, actually kind of was the most plotty, you know, like it had like a point really. But I think that WandaVision was more shocking than this. Like it was way more original, particularly with the whole like vintage TV vibes.
It was more original.
And then there was a couple of things that happened in WandaVision, like when what's-his-name came on with the Quicksilver guy, and the end to episode 4, I think, when Wanda like expanded the hex and stuff, that like made me like drop my popcorn. I was like, oh my God, what is happening right now? And I don't feel like I had many of those moments in like, Loki, but
you're talking as a self-contained show.
Yeah.
WandaVision had more impact on itself.
Yeah, I just mean it was
Loki,
kind of more entertaining.
There wasn't much shock value within the show itself, but it did fundamentally change what the MCU is going to be doing for the next 3 years.
Yeah, well, yes, that, but also I also think it was a better made show. Like it had way more
depth.
Well, yes, but like it was very cohesive. Like it had one tone. No, not that that's bad. It wasn't boring. I mean, it had
Which one?
Loki.
Oh, yes.
Like it had its tone and it knew what it was and it stuck to it and did a really good job like exploring.
It felt like a movie, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas WandaVision was not that at all. It was quite disjointed, particularly the first few episodes because you're going from one like era to another and stuff.
Yeah. I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier was tonally very consistent.
Yeah,
I just think the pacing was a bit off.
It was a bit off, and it was also retrospectively kind of a bit boring. Like it wasn't really about anything very interesting. I was only there for Bucky. By the end, I was there for Sam too. But like the bad guys, I don't know.
Oh, that's true. The entire show was to see Sam's emotional journey to become Captain America.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the focus. Does that make sense? Like, it was the point of the show, but it wasn't the focus of all the episodes.
Yes, yeah. Which, funnily, I don't think was balanced as well as it was in Loki, because it's almost the same kind of thing. It had its own plot, but the point of the show was Loki's journey.
Oh.
Well, I guess multiverse.
No, that's true.
But it was him. It was his character.
Actually, I would be
again.
interested to know what Kevin Feige's plan was with the Loki stuff. Whether it was to reestablish Loki as a developed character again.
Yeah, or maybe you're right. Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe the point is to establish the multiverse, and then along the way we get the reestablishment of Loki's character.
Yeah,
kind of in a better way. I feel like he came to a better end
than
than the movies.
Loki,
yeah, like he got way more. I think he surpassed the point that he was up to when he died in Infinity War. So,
yes, I agree. And also for more context, I'm watching the MCU from beginning to end right now. Which is why I have all these fresh thoughts. You did that last year, didn't you?
Oh, I fucking haven't finished yet.
Oh, my God, I'm getting ahead of you. But no, honestly, I've liked every movie so far.
Yeah, where are you up to?
Last night I watched The Winter Soldier.
Oh, yes, that's a good one. I think the last one I watched was Doctor Strange.
Which is soon
Civil
for me.
War. I don't remember which one comes first.
Anyway, but can we quickly, while we're on Loki,
yeah,
with the multiverse and the timelines and
shit, oof.
This raised questions for me about Avengers Endgame. Because shouldn't Steve going back to a different timeline with Peggy have created a Nexus event?
Yes.
And if it did create a Nexus event, shouldn't it all have been pruned? And if it was pruned, he shouldn't have been able to come back and give the shield away at the end?
Yes.
I have questions. Arkansas, why are you... No. Arkansas, why are you... No, Arkansas, whatever it is.
I am confusion.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a really good point, actually, because that is...
Sorry, I don't know why I came at you give me the answers, because obviously you're not Kevin Feige, but
no, I don't know.
Kevin Feige, come on.
Honestly, I feel like that was one of the biggest fuck-ups that Marvel made.
I agree.
To have Steve go back and stay back in time.
Also, watching the first Captain America again, I'm like, they did not have much time together.
No.
Steve and Peggy, didn't have much time together, and they didn't have that much screen time together.
No, it's really true, and I can totally understand why it was romantic in the movie. Okay, sure. Steve not being able to get over it. Although I guess if you think about it, for Steve, he fights in World War II, and then he wakes up, and so even though it's been 60 years, it's only been 2 days for him. When he wakes up, Avengers. I don't know. It's only been a few months.
That, but
I was just processing that out loud, actually.
By the time the Winter Soldier comes along,
yeah,
I feel like he has processed.
I agree.
Peggy,
and I feel like
being
he's
an old woman. And
yeah, I totally agree.
By the end of it, he's literally ready to date again.
I agree. Right.
Also, can we talk about the fact that in the Winter Soldier, there's a throwaway line where Natasha asks, "Was that the first time you've kissed anyone in 95 years?
Yeah,
in 70 years?"
Yeah,
and he's like, "No, I'm 95. I'm not dead."
Right.
And I'm like, Marvel. You can't just tell us that Steve's been fucking people.
I know, you can't tell us Steve's a slut and then not give us any more information.
Slutty Steve is canon.
I agree. I really wish we'd got more information about that.
Right? And not only is Slutty Steve canon, The Winter Soldier is the movie where he wears the tight exercise shirt at the beginning and the singlet at the middle.
That movie is a lot. It's a lot to handle.
Marvel. You missed an opportunity.
It's really true. I feel like, because it totally makes sense, particularly if that whole explanation, because they said in one of the first episodes of Loki, because Loki was like, well, the Avengers are messing with time, why aren't you arresting them? And they're like, no, because that was all supposed to happen. Yeah. And so it's super confusing. If that was all supposed to happen, then it would stand to reason that it should all be everything that happened in Endgame when they went back in time had already happened in the first Avengers. So even Steve fighting with Steve, he should remember that from the Avengers movie, because if it's always destined to happen, then it would already have happened.
No, because that created a different timeline.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, which is not a nexus.
Which doesn't
event.
affect their own past.
Right, so it's still the sacred timeline.
The timeline
But
they jumped
not a
into to
set-
steal the Infinity Stones
Yeah.
is not the sacred timeline. That would have gotten pruned as soon as they left, presumably.
But they put the Infinity Stones back.
Did they?
Yeah, that's what Steve was doing at the end.
Well, then why at the beginning of Loki was there not how many stones are there? Like 5, 6?
6.
Why wasn't there 6 timelines branching off? And they're like, yeah, we just leave those.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. And as you say, what timeline is Steve in? If it's in an alternate reality with Peggy.
Yeah, look, I have questions.
I have a lot of questions too. I don't know what they were thinking. With Endgame specifically, I feel like Loki did a really good job of trying to explain it.
Yeah.
Endgame just really fucked it up.
I think Endgame made a mess of itself.
Endgame made such a mess of itself. And I feel like, as I said to you last night, I was like, I feel very overwhelmed and very, like, oppressed by the amount of content that Marvel is giving us. And I don't even necessarily feel like it actually is the amount of content that it's giving us, although that is a lot, and I am very resentful of how much money they expect us to spend.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's a bit the content, because it's like, I can't process alternate timelines and realities in a multiverse. Like, why are we
that's
still
my
here?
biggest issue with them introducing the multiverse in the MCU is
Yeah.
that I'm not sure that all the casual viewers will bother to like keep up.
I'm an obsessive viewer and I don't even want to keep up.
I do because I love the lore and shit, and I think it's dope. But like my parents, like,
Yeah.
how are they gonna keep
Mum's
up?
definitely not. We went and saw Black Widow the other day,
Oh,
and
weird.
she really liked that because she was like, I felt like it was standalone and I
Yeah.
didn't need to know anything else that was going on,
Yeah.
so I could enjoy it.
True.
I was like, that's fair. She left before the end credit scene because she had to go
Yeah.
to the toilet, and then she was like, so what happened? And I tried to explain it to her. I was like, oh, well, because you
Well,
know how
we're talking about
Natasha
Winter Soldier,
died?
yeah.
And she's like, what? Natasha dies? And I was like, oh, okay. So we won't, you don't need to know. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
Interesting.
So,
Yeah, okay, well let's talk about Black Widow. I didn't know you'd seen it.
oh yeah. I went
Did
and
you
saw
like
that.
it?
I did. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I feel like I was not vibing with it at first, and then I was like, well, why am I not vibing? And I didn't have a reason, so I was like, cool, I'll vibe with it then. And I did, and it was good.
Wow, we love that.
Exactly.
Self-aware queen. Okay, kind of, and now I can say that what my favorite part was that I couldn't
Please do.
before because it was a spoiler.
Yeah.
Is that the fucking plot twist villain wasn't just someone that they were friends with? Like the surprise. You know how Disney's Forever script includes a villain who's actually like betrays, who's a friend
Yeah.
that betrays them? Like in The Winter Soldier, it's Robert Redford.
Yeah.
In every other Marvel movie, it's one of their friends.
Yeah.
In fucking Frozen and shit, it's Hans. Like, I feel like the most common trope in the MCU is the villain turning out to be one of their close friends or allies.
Yeah. Fair.
And Black Widow was like, no. We're going to make you think it is, but then it's not.
That's really true.
With
Do you
the
mean
mum.
about? Oh, okay. I was going to say with Melina, is her name?
Melina, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Truth. I thought the acting was really good.
Yeah, Florence Pugh. We stand.
She's amazing. She's very good.
Can't wait for her to kill Clint. Hawkeye.
Thank you. I did, in fact, know.
But that was for the viewer.
Sure. Okay.
The listeners.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here for that. Is Valentina supposed to be evil? Do we know that yet? I don't know.
TBD, I think it's Valentina, Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character is meant to be taking over the role of what Hydra was.
Right.
For the MCU. So like this, but more anti-hero-ish, I think. Because you think about it, the two people that she has enlisted so far are not actually evil.
No, it's true. Well, definitely not.
Definitely not Yelena.
Yeah.
And then the other one was John Walker,
Yeah.
the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which by the end of that he had
Yeah.
not redeemed himself, but he'd come to a self-realization.
See, I also kind of really resent this idea, just to circle back to Marvel being oppressive. Really resent this idea of like creating the new Avengers and stuff, because it feels, I don't know, it's like, well, we've done this, we've been here, we've done it, we've had a whole saga where we had a really big bad guy, And now I have to do it all again with new people.
Well, this leads me back to your oppressive thing.
Yeah.
Is that I agree that it's too much content. Well, movies specifically. 4 movies a year. Oh. I just really strongly feel as though they're going to burn themselves out quickly.
Really?
Story-wise.
One can only hope.
Well, I feel like 4 movies a year, that has to be 4 big things happening in the MCU, plus if they keep doing how they've been doing with the Marvel shows, more big things happening every year. And I'm like, what else is gonna happen? Like, are they gonna just do one big bad per phase now? Like, is the He Who Remains variant Kang the Conqueror gonna be just for this phase, or is he gonna be the Thanos for the next 3 phases?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't want that. I don't want 3 more phases.
I do, but I don't want them so connected.
Yeah, that's really fair. They are. See, at first you're kind of like, oh yes, I want some interconnection. This is really cool. And now at this point, it's like, I can't go see one movie without having seen 22 fucking others.
True, they have us by the balls. I think we've said this before.
We have. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
I don't know. Honestly, mostly I'm grateful to have that much Marvel content because I love it. But I'm terrified that in like 2 years' time, by the time Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Doctor Strange, and something else come out.
Yeah.
That I'm going to be like, this is ridiculous. And
that's where I'm at. I feel like this is a relationship that I've outgrown.
Interesting.
I'm getting very close to, that I'm outgrowing, because I feel like I will still go to the movies, but I'll be cranky about it, and then everyone will have to hear about that. So warning for everybody, don't go see any Marvel movies with me. But I feel like I'm very close. Like, I feel like I've only got maybe 2 or 3 more movies before I'm like, okay, I've had enough now. I don't need to see any more of these, you know?
Interesting. I think you're wrong. And I think that you're going to go be seeing all 4 movies every year and watching every show. And I think that that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, what's wrong with enjoying the MCU and the amount of content they put out? Like,
it's two-pronged.
Pronged?
Two-pronged. There's 2 points here. Firstly, I'm bored of it. And that's what's wrong.
Are you though?
Think
deeply.
I feel like I am bored of it, but I am still so obsessed with knowing what's going on. I feel a compulsion to go and watch the movies.
See, I think you were bored with the Infinity Saga.
Yeah, maybe that's true. I have enjoyed the shows.
And participated in fan culture for all 3 shows so far.
I have liked the shows. Secondly, what was my point? It was going to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really deep and thoughtful. Oh, it is. It's about, this is just a more general discussion about Disney, which again, I feel like I've brought up on the pod before, which is that I just really resent the stranglehold that they have, and in superhero movies these days, action movies are just like, that's all that is on at the cinema, you know? Like, I'd be really appreciative of them branching out in genre and giving us something new, you know?
Like Marvel or Disney?
Disney, probably, in general, just because they own...
Because, I mean, Marvel's always going to just be superheroes.
Sure, exactly. But I
Disney,
mean, like...
I'd agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you look at once they acquired Fox.
Yeah.
Like, Fox Searchlight used to be, the more niche movies, the more grounded dramas and stuff. And they're not even putting much into production now that Disney owns it. I agree, but I do think that there is plenty of other movies in the movies. I just call that post. Don't think you're seeing them.
I mean, not that I go and see any movies basically these days.
That's true.
But yeah, I don't know. But yes, probably that is the case. But I also think that is like a little bit because my brain is now so hardwired to only being able to have the intention to watch movies that are extremely like fast paced, you know?
Okay, yeah.
That I can't enjoy anything that's not that.
This is fair.
Just because that's what I've like grown up watching, and now I'm at the point where it's like,
that's the other thing is that
why isn't something
the first
happening?
phase of Marvel movies, all of them except Avengers were under 2 hours long.
Oh, I wish.
And not just under
Fuck
2 hours
me.
long. If they were 2 hours exactly in length, 15 minutes was credits, so
Yeah.
really they were an hour 45. And it was
God,
perfect.
I fucking wish. I wish. It was perfect. These movies definitely go for like 20 minutes too long.
I'm hoping they go back to 2 hours.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway, what was the other thing I was going to say?
I don't know.
Damn, your two-prong thing really hit me.
Yeah.
I'm really lost now. Oh, I do know. Okay, speaking of Disney's chokehold on fucking society,
Yeah.
you know why I feel like I'm a hostage of them right now?
Why?
Because they fucking greenlit a 10-episode Gaston and LeFou prequel story, Beauty and the Beast spin-off for Disney Plus.
See what I mean?
And I'm like,
I mean, I know you specifically, Nick, see what I mean, but to all the listeners, do you see what I mean?
who?
Uh,
Who in the studio thought, yes? Who
but do you know what?
is going to watch that?
They don't give a fuck because I know people will watch it.
Will
because
they?
Yeah, because it's part of an already established universe.
It's not. There was one single live-action movie that, honestly,
Exactly,
the second it was out of cinemas, no one talked about.
For sure, but if they put it on Disney Plus, particularly if they have the actors that were already in the movie, people 100%
Well, it's only Luke
will
Evans
watch it.
and Josh Gad, who's already shit himself on Disney Plus.
They will watch it, and Disney will make money. They will. Okay, maybe
well, let's
not
make a
like
bet.
liberals, but maybe.
Now it's a political thing. Beauty and the Beast is political.
No, but you know what I mean. Like
I do
people
know what
who
you mean.
people who are like, no, I fundamentally stand against watching like this weird ass villain origin story.
This pointless story that should not exist because I'd rather invest in original content that's actually for new creators.
That won't happen.
No.
It will never
But
happen.
I think that the Gaston and LeFou prequel television series will flop.
Well, how is it any different to like Maleficent?
Well, that's a film. And it's also a major villain. It is the film's villain.
How is Gaston not the film's villain?
How is LeFou
No, he's
gonna
just
carry
there.
10 episodes?
He's just there.
And I
And
truly,
he will carry 10 episodes.
I truly love Luke Evans.
Yeah.
Him and Josh Gad do not have the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent to carry a show for 10 episodes. You laugh, but I'm right.
You are right, but they
Right?
don't need it because people will still watch it.
I don't think they will.
This is the point. They will.
Okay, well, when it comes out, we'll revisit this.
Yeah,
Shake
it
my
might
hand.
not be like
You think
one
it's gonna?
division
You think
popular.
it's gonna be popular? I think it's gonna flop.
I didn't say it would be popular.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say
You said amongst the right wing, it will be popular.
That's basically what I said. No, like I don't think it's going to be like one division popular or anything like that, but I think they'll make money from it, and that's all that they care about.
I don't think they'll make money.
I hope
really,
so.
really hope that this
I
is
want Disney to lose their money.
I really hope that
One bad decision away.
this is
from
Disney's DC
Origin.
movies moment.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Where they flop so hard that they're like, wait a second, we have to reevaluate. We're going to take a break and we're going to come back and we'll be better.
They don't give a shit about like that much about the TV shows. I don't reckon. Maybe if they had a couple of their movies flop so badly, but
Okay, well, anyway, let's. I have one more thing to say about Disney Plus,
okay.
and that is the Percy Jackson TV series
Oh yeah,
is the only thing that I'm here for.
I really want to watch this. I can't wait. I love Percy Jackson.
See, all of a sudden, she's back on Disney's bullshit.
I'm not on Disney's bullshit.
you are.
I'm on Percy Jackson bullshit.
I'm honest to God obsessed with the way that Rick Riordan is going through this process of creating a show, because I don't know if you read his blog updates.
No, not really.
I do. I never thought I would.
Sometimes
but
I
I
follow
do.
him on Twitter and sometimes see him talk about it there, but
Well, like
hardly
every
anything.
update he does. Oh, Jesus, I want to scratch my ear, but there's a headphone over it. Every blog update has an update on where they are in the show creating process.
right.
And right now they're like looking for directors. The writing room is going. He's like super open about it, and he's like, honestly, even if Disney greenlights us, but they only give us a pretty good budget, we're not doing it. This has to be premium.
That's so fucking funny.
And I'm like, I stand that. They're planning exactly 5 seasons, 1 book a season.
Oh, are they really?
Yep.
Wow.
I think 10 episodes.
I'm here for that. If they do it properly, it could be so fucking good.
Well, that's the point. He's taking his time with it, and he's
Yeah.
like gonna do it properly, and I love that.
I love that.
And honestly, Disney, give them all the money they want. Skip one Marvel TV show and give them the $300 million budget that you'd give them.
I honestly think that they will entirely because there's been quite a bit of online buzz about it. I think
that a Disney Plus Percy Jackson high quality show will
will
be
fucking go
Stranger
off.
Things big.
Yeah, I 100% agree, and I think Disney will know that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that too.
What was...
I love Percy. Wow. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna...
I had one more question about the Marvel shows, and that is, which one is your favorite so far?
They're all so different. It's really
Just
hard
fucking
to
pick one.
say, but probably
Uh-huh.
I think I would say Loki. I think because I think it was the most cohesive and the best pace and had the best like ongoing plot and characterization.
Yeah. Now you ask me.
But Bucky's my favorite character of all time, and so I have to
But now you
love
ask
him
me.
forever. Shut up, I'm still going.
But now you ask me.
Okay, Nick, what about you?
Okay. I'm inclined to say Loki,
Yes.
but then I remember that WandaVision has, like, the moment that was Agatha all along.
That was iconic.
And I'm like, it's not too late for Agatha all along to be the song of the summer.
You're right, of course. Did you see WandaVision got nominated? I mean, obviously you
23.
saw, yeah, Emmys.
Did you see Don Cheadle got nominated for Best Guest Actor for the 30 seconds he was in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Did you see him be like, I don't
know
get
either.
it?
I don't know either, guys. Anyway, let's finish with this. Let's go to the Emmys,
Yeah.
because let's do what we always do with award shows. And
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know. I haven't seen anything for a long time. So
well,
I'll
I'm
try,
saying
but-
we'll go through them, and I'll say, yeah, I've seen all of them, and this is my pick. And you'll say, I've seen none of them, but I trust Nick
Yes.
for every single category, right?
Yeah, basically.
Cute.
This is
So,
our dynamic.
this
We've
is
got
the
it down
dynamic.
pat.
And then I spent like 6 months trying to convince her to watch one thing, and then she binges it in one night.
Or I'd never watch it again. Never think about it. Never watch it.
This is true. Okay, there's also so many fucking nominations per category. I'm like,
Is there? Oh.
you give
I
too
think there's
many
been
options.
that much TV.
There's been a lot of TV.
Oh.
Okay, drama series.
Mm-hmm.
We have The Boys. We have Bridgerton. We have The Crown. We have The Handmaid's Tale. We have Lovecraft Country. We have The Mandalorian. We have Pose, and we have This Is Us.
Okay, firstly, wasn't The Crown from last year? Secondly,
well, I think it counts shows. The Emmy calendar for which shows are eligible is very different to how the Oscars and stuff work.
right.
So if it's on the list, it's eligible.
I guess that
They
makes
have
sense.
to have finished airing by a certain point
Right.
to be eligible.
Secondly, I feel like Bridgerton isn't a drama. I haven't seen it, but I feel like
It
it
is.
mostly just falls into the porn category.
There's no porn. There's like not even nudity in the sex scenes.
Oh, everyone just always just talks about the sex scenes. So.
I watched half of Bridgerton, and it's fine. It's good.
Did you only watch half?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I've kind of okay, so this is my new philosophy on The Real Housewives. It's if in a particular season, by the halfway point, I'm not vibing with it. I'm just going to skip the rest of the season and watch the reunion episodes.
What the fuck?
Well, because
You're unhinged.
Why?
You just stop. Why would you then go and watch the end? It's like
So
reading...
as a recap, it tells me what happens in the second half
Oh, I guess that's
without having to watch the second half, and then I'm
Yeah,
all
that's
caught
fair.
up for the next season, which might be phenomenal.
right.
Because I'm on season 4 of Beverly Hills. I'm also up to date on the current season of Beverly Hills. The new season, season 11 of Beverly Hills, is so good. so good. It's like season 1 levels of good.
Oh my god.
But anyway.
Season 1 was iconic.
I'm on season 4, and like the first half is fine, but I just don't really like anyone. But there was enough drama. But I'm halfway through, and I'm like, wow, I'm so close to the end of the season. All this drama's happened. I'm like 10 episodes in. There's another like 11.
Oof.
And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just skipping to the reunion. I can't do that.
Fair. Same.
But then I think like it picks up again and then goes downhill again and then, yeah. So now I've watched seasons 1, 2, 3, half of season 4, all of season 9, 10, and I'm up to date on 11.
You're a freak.
T. Can I give my quick recaps of all the other shows before we finish the Emmy stuff? Wow.
What other show you mean?
Well, The Real Housewives of New York.
No.
I know you don't watch.
No.
But, okay.
We're
Everyone's
talking about
complaining
the
about...
Emmys.
No, shut up. Everyone's complaining about it. You know why?
No.
Because it has its first black cast member,
Oh.
Ebony. And I think she's a great addition to the cast. But unfortunately, Ramona fucking Singer is a fucking white supremacist piece of shit fucking cunt.
I don't know who Ramona Singer is, but I'm not surprised.
She's the worst human in existence. And honestly, she's like 67 or something. And I'm like, I don't, no offense, not to be ageist, but to be ageist. I don't want to watch a 67-year-old shit herself on TV for the 30th time. She literally shit on the floor this episode again. Not the first time in the series. I'm like, this is not fun, watching someone get so drunk that they shit themselves that old, trying to be young with...
Wow.
She's had so much Botox and shit that, honestly, when she eventually dies in the next 100 years because she's a villain and she'll live forever, when she finally dies... No, not finally. That was really bad. I actually do apologize for that. I did not mean finally. When she dies, hopefully after living a long, fulfilling life,
for another
she won't be
100
cremated
years.
and she won't be buried, but she will be recycled because she is mostly plastic. And honestly, because Ramona's this white supremacist bitch, Ebony has come on. And of course, some of the drama is going to be about Black Lives Matter and race.
Right.
And we're halfway through, and it just had the lowest viewership numbers of the series.
Oh. Oof.
And honestly, personally, I've been enjoying this season, but I think the second half is going to pick up because I think they're finished with the race talk.
Right.
Which, you got to remember, a huge audience of the housewives is middle American white women.
Yeah, of course.
Not just the girls and the gays. But I'm kind of here for like actual social topics on the shows. I don't know. But
yeah,
everyone...
I guess it's like a mixed thing because on the one hand you don't watch those types of shows for those types of discussions, but on the other hand,
well, this is where I'm going to.
Why would you not have them?
Is the first probably 4 episodes of the season was really well balanced. There was shenanigans, all the Hampton stuff for the people who watch it. And then this latest episode was a great mix, and there's like a major feud going on. And I'm like, this is getting back to the good Roni. So I'm saying, anyone who watches Roni and has given up on this season, please pick back up halfway, like episode 10 onwards, because it's getting good again, okay? And I need people to watch it. And
Okay.
I want people to give Ebony and Leah a chance to actually redeem themselves this season.
Okay.
And I know you don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, over to The Real Housewives of Potomac.
No.
No, there's only been 1 episode of season 6.
Okay.
And it's really good. That's all. Everyone's really good in it.
Good recap.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the Emmys.
Back to the Emmys. Have you watched any of them?
No. Wait, say them again.
The Boys, Bridgerton, The Crown, Handmaid's Tale, Lovecraft Country, Mandalorian, Pose, This Is Us.
No.
I didn't think so.
I've heard about some of them.
I've watched all of them except The Crown and Pose.
Huh.
I do plan on watching Pose.
I don't think I've even heard of Pose.
It's Ryan Murphy.
Of course it is.
Go off. No, I also haven't watched This Is
original.
Us. Sorry. I tried to get into This Is Us and I couldn't do it.
I feel like I'm super resentful of This Is Us because, what is it, NBC
Yeah.
gave so much funding to them
Yeah.
and none to Timeless and then
Yeah.
cancelled Timeless. And
Yeah.
so I just, like, on a fundamental and philosophical level, won't watch This Is Us.
I mean, I agree. Honestly. They renewed it for like 4 seasons.
Ugh.
No, not now. Like 4 years ago.
Oh,
And
okay.
I think the next season's the last season because the creators were like, we don't have anything else to say.
Good.
But no, honestly, out of all of them, best drama series.
I heard The Boys was really good.
The Boys is really good. It's really good. Ooh. Okay. Actually,
Okay, chop chop.
Well, okay, wait.
You got 2 more seconds.
The Handmaid's Tale,
1,
I think,
2.
has its time is over. The Handmaid's Tale's time is over. It's been dragging on. It's not the show it used to be. And that's okay. It's still here for entertainment. That's fine. Just don't nominate it for Best Drama Series. It's not anymore. Yeah, honestly, I would say The Boys or maybe The Mandalorian.
Really?
Well, The Mandalorian's kind of like so high quality that... Also remember, Baby Yoda committed genocide this season.
I do remember.
Yeah.
I
don't see it winning.
No.
But honestly, I think it's better than Bridgerton. Actually, you know what? I say Pose. It's Pose's last season, and it was snubbed the first few seasons, so I say Pose.
Okay. Good one.
And I love Lovecraft Country, but it was disjointed. Comedy series. Best comedy series. We have Blackish, Cobra Kai, Emily in Paris, Hacks, The Flight Attendant, The Kaminsky Method, Pen 15, and Ted Lasso. I think Ted Lasso will win, but I think Hacks deserves to win.
Okay.
I talked about that the other episode, and I'm obsessed with it. Hacks is...
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
one of the best comedy shows I've watched in a long, long time. Emily in Paris, the fact that it's even nominated really grinds my gears.
Particularly in comedy. Yeah. I mean, not that I should be nitpicking there, but...
It should be nominated in the flop category.
Okay.
Right?
That wasn't your best joke.
Wow. Also, Pen 15 is phenomenal, but... Limited series, we have I May Destroy You, Mayor of Easttown, The Queen's Gambit, The Underground Railroad, and WandaVision.
Oh, there's a lot that could do well there.
I think...
What was the category again?
Limited series.
Oh.
I truly can't even begin to guess who will win that.
No. There was a lot going on there.
I May Destroy You is a phenomenal show, and it tells a phenomenal story in a new way. I think Mayor of Easttown is all around just one of my favourite shows. It was fantastic. The Queen's Gambit, I mean, that was a moment. Literally, there was barely a household in the world who didn't watch The Queen's Gambit back mid last year.
I did.
Except you. And I mean, WandaVision, Agatha All Along should win just for that.
Accurate.
Okay. We have lead actor in a drama series. We have Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us. We have Jonathan Majors from Lovecraft Country, who plays He Who Remains in Loki.
Iconic.
We have Josh O'Connor from The Crown. We have I can't say his name properly. Regé Jean Page from Bridgerton, Billy Porter from Pose, and Matthew Reeves from Perry Mason. I want Jonathan Majors to win, but it probably won't be. Lead actress in a drama series, we have Uzo Aduba. We have for In Treatment, Olivia Colman for The Crown, Emma Corrin for The Crown, Elizabeth Moss for The Handmaid's Tale, MJ Rodriguez for Pose, and Journey Smollett for Lovecraft Country. If Journey Smollett doesn't win for Lovecraft Country, I will riot.
Do you think that Olivia Colman won? Because
3 people from The Crown are nominated in lead actress for a drama series. Tell me how there's 3 lead women.
I don't know. Additionally, I genuinely, this all just feels very...
repetitive?
Like I'm getting some serious sense of deja vu, because have they already won this? Was this for the Emmys? Oh, Golden Globes. Oh, okay. I was going to say, because I remember when they were first nominated for stuff, I believe, and still do believe, if there's not been an Emmy since then, that they will win.
Well, there's also been 2 seasons with these actors on The Crown.
Yeah, I guess, but Game of Thrones won every fucking year for 8 years, so...
That's true, but honestly, Journey Smollett, episode 3 of Lovecraft Country, I've said it before and I'll say it again, is the best acting I've ever seen.
I mean, I believe you. I'm sure you're correct, but I don't think the Emmy committee gives a shit.
This is true. Lead actor in a comedy series is Anthony Edison from Blackish, Michael Douglas from The Kaminsky Method, William H. Macy from Shameless, Jason Sudeikis from Ted Lasso, and Kenan Thompson for Kenan. I think Jason Sudeikis will win, even though... I mean, he is pretty good in Ted Lasso.
Hey, did you see that Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles kissed?
Yeah.
That was really wild.
I take back my what the fuck of the week from a couple months ago when I said, why can't we just let men and women be friends?
Yeah, that was really crazy. That was literally, you've only reminded me because I didn't just say that. It was because you're talking about Jason Sudeikis, and was he the one who was married to Olivia Wilde? Yeah, that's how that happened in my brain.
Yeah, I sad.
Yeah.
Jason Sudeikis will probably win that. Lead actress in a comedy series, Adie Bryant for Shrill, Kaylee Cuoco for The Flight Attendant, Alison Janney for Mum, Tracy Ellis Ross for Blackish, Jean Smart for Hacks. Jean Smart will win,
She did
and I
so
want her
good
to
in
win.
The High Note.
Tracy Ellis Ross did phenomenal, yeah. Lead actor in a series or movie. Paul Bettany for One Division, Hugh Grant for The Undoing, Ewan McGregor for Holston,
I love Ewan McGregor.
Lin-Manuel for Hamilton, Leslie Odom Jr. for Hamilton.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why it's the Emmys, not the Oscars, but...
What the fuck? Why is it at any? It's not a movie or a TV show. It's a stage production.
Go off.
There just happened to be a video recording of it. You have a video recording on YouTube. It's not fucking nominated for the Emmys.
I'm on your side.
What the fuck?
I'm on your side.
I know you're on my side. That's fucked up. Just throwing that out there.
I think Ewan McGregor for Holston might swing a left field win.
That's disgusting.
Jesus. Well, Hugh Grant, like The Undoing, the limited series with
I'm
Nicole
not talking
Kidman
about you,
it was a murder mystery and it like flopped.
Oh, I think Mum and Dad watched that.
Apparently, it was very gratuitous in its violence against women.
Oh, classic.
Anyway, lead actress in a limited series of movies, we have Michaela Cole for I May Destroy You, Cynthia Erivo for Genius
What's I May
Aretha.
Destroy You?
It's a British show written, created by, starring Michaela Cole, who it's about sexual assault.
Oh, do Australian shows ever get nominated?
We'd have to make good ones.
Hey Nick.
I take that back. We do make some good shows. They just they're not recognised now.
Hey Nick.
Yeah.
Do you think that we should make a show
Yes.
that gets nominated at the Emmys?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad we can just fucking put it on YouTube because apparently there's no criteria for what makes a
There is a
TV
web
show a
series
TV
category.
show. Perfect. We're in.
The lead actress, Michaela Cole for My May Destroy You, Cynthia Erivo for Genius Aretha, Elizabeth Olsen for One Division, Anya Taylor-Joy for The Queen's Gambit, Kate Winslet for The Mayor of Easttown. Not The Mayor of Easttown, Mayor of Easttown.
I'm singing Titanic.
That sounded like The Shallows from...
Da, 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 da.
I think Kate Winslet should win because she was phenomenal in Mayor of Easttown, but
She's phenomenal on everything.
I feel like Anya Taylor-Joy's The Queen Gambit was, again, a moment.
She's probably going to win.
I don't know. The rest of them aren't that interesting.
Okay. Who's in the web series? Tell me our competition.
Wait, supporting actor in a drama series. There's so many there. I just don't care.
Is that the one where John Cheadle was?
No, that was that was Guest.
Oh.
Or the Catherine Hahn.
You have to get nominated though, don't you? Like someone has to put in an application.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I wonder who did it.
Disney has to.
Yeah.
That's why Katherine Heigl left Grey's Anatomy.
Because they didn't put any in for her.
Yeah, and she wasn't winning, and she was like, "Well, I would have won if the writing was better." So then the writers of the show were like, "Well, you're dead."
That's so petty. I love it.
Yeah, it was wild.
It's petty from both sides.
Catherine Hahn is nominated for Agatha.
Iconic. She did a really good job.
She did.
I wouldn't be mad.
She low-key carried the show.
Yeah, that's fair.
Guest actor in a drama, yeah, John Cheadle.
I can't
wild.
hear the word Loki without thinking of Loki,
Like low key.
Key. Yeah.
Low key, it sounds like low key, yeah.
Yeah. That's just an aside. Just pointing that out
Go off,
for
King.
our non-Australian friends.
King. We have also, can we talk about my king? Absolute icon Bowen Yang being nominated for actor in a comedy.
You can talk about it, but I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, he's in SNL. And he's technically one of the supporting cast, but he was nominated for an actual major Emmy Award for the first time in its history. One of the supporting SNL cast is being nominated for a main one. And he's a gay Asian.
Wow.
So just all around.
Iconic.
Icon.
That is iconic. Good on him.
That's it, honestly. Who gives a fuck about the rest?
Definitely not me, except for the web series. Go to that.
I'm trying, but that's usually the daytime Emmys, which is a different thing.
Is there soap operas in the daytime Emmys.
Yep.
Iconic.
Yep.
I feel like I would much more enjoy the daytime Emmys than the normal Emmys.
Yeah.
I feel like that's my vibe.
Yeah, I bet it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's televised.
Oh, that's a mistake.
I agree. I can't find them for the web series stuff, so we're not doing that right now. Literally, I'm halfway down the page and still scrolling, so I give up.
Okay, so if we want real fame and fortune, our web series has to win in a main category.
Yep.
Is where we're at.
Yep.
Okay.
Although if we make a daytime Emmy winning web series,
Yes.
then we might get optioned for a real TV series.
Perfect. This is exactly what we want. We just want an Australian show to win an Emmy, just for no other reason than we want to be the first.
We're selfish.
Exactly.
Selfish.
Woo.
We're going to take a quick break.
Oh, okay.
And then when we get back,
We're going to wrap up.
no,
What else do we have to talk about?
a couple other little things.
Okay.
I want to ask your opinion on billionaires in space.
No, you don't.
I do want to, because I know that you'll get angry.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
press
already
pause,
angry.
babe. Oh my god, we're back.
Hi.
Can you believe?
Guess what I did in the break?
Shit your pants.
I read John's a Fig.
Oh my god, I actually hate you.
It's funny because it's true.
Oh my god. You were going to say it with me.
I only read a few
Hell.
hundred words, so it was
You're
a bit
going to
sad,
hell.
but
You're going to hell. And that's that on that.
well, you're wrong, so.
You're wrong. You know what is wrong?
Incest.
Oh my god. You're back on your bullshit.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
I was going to say Don't Breathe, the sequel to Don't Breathe being focused on the villain.
What the you're really just coming out of nowhere. But, okay.
Well, you've seen Don't Breathe, haven't you?
No.
Oh.
Wait, is that the one with the turkey baster?
Yeah.
Yes.
That guy's the main character of the sequel. And I'm like, why are you trying
This
to
is Gaston Lepoux all
humanize-
over again.
But worse, because he's a rapist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
So, like,
I forgot about that whole
why
point.
do they want us to sympathize with him?
Do you think they do?
I don't know.
They always do.
I haven't seen it, but like,
Villain origin stories. They can't help themselves. They always have to make it tragic and try and get
I
you to
don't think
sympathize.
it's an origin.
Oh, it's like a sequel.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's called Don't Breathe 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not into it, but whatever. Whatever. Can we talk about the Ooh, okay, so this is actually a big thing within Australia for the last few days. So, COVID is still raging on,
Party.
here in Australia.
Yep.
And there are apparently tens of thousands of Australians trapped overseas for various reasons. And then I'm not allowed back in the country, yes?
Yes. It's been ongoing for more than a year now.
But, and then this is where it takes a complete, like, U-turn.
Yeah.
Big Brother Australia.
Yeah.
Basically, we're getting Celebrity Big Brother Australia, okay?
Do you think we count as celebrities? Could we go on?
I'd live. But no, okay, they're doing Big Brother VIP, which is Celebrity Big Brother Australia, okay?
That's us.
They are flying
VIP.
these celebrities into
No.
film
Okay.
from overseas.
No, this is bad. I know where this is going and I disagree.
It
They
is.
shouldn't have done that.
2 being confirmed. Both horrible options. One is Caitlyn Jenner.
What the fuck? Wait, that's because she's already here, isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember
Because
this.
she was meant to be on the next season of Australia's Got Talent as a judge.
Yep.
Which one, I don't know why. And 2, it got cancelled before it even started production.
Well, we all know why. It's because Kris Jenner works really fucking hard, knows what she's doing. That's why.
Caitlyn Jenner's not represented by Kris Jenner.
Wasn't it on the last season of that thing when
I remember
Caitlyn
you
was
talking about
like,
that.
help?
Hey, can you get me a job? But
Yeah.
that's not like represented by her.
I think it's probably ongoing.
Maybe that was the only job that Chris could get her. I mean, that would make sense. But no, she was already here, so Channel 7 was like, hey,
Oh, she was already here.
I think, maybe.
So the only thing I've heard about this was literally one news article that I got a notification for.
Not ready.
And it was like, Kris Jenner has just Caitlyn Jenner has just arrived in the
I
country.
prefer Chris.
Yeah, same. To like the outrage of so many people or whatever. And I was like, yeah, why is she allowed in here when nobody else is?
Correct. And it gets worse. But Caitlyn Jenner, why would we want a right-wing manslaughterer?
Yes.
Just a generally terrible human on our version of Celebrity Big Brother, for starters.
It's true. I wouldn't.
Because she's probably cheap to get. For
Probably.
Channel 7.
And it has a very, very big name. It's probably one of the more famous people that they're going to get on there.
Well, the other person that they've actually flown in from England to be on it is Katie Hopkins. Now, I don't know if you know who Katie Hopkins is.
The name is really familiar.
She's a monster. She's Pauline Hanson on steroids. She's like far right-wing English. Technically, she calls herself a commentator. Commentator? Yeah. And I'm like...
Us? Are we commentators?
Well, no. She's a truly horrendous human. I urge you to all Google her.
Okay. Let's see what the most popular...
No, not right now. On your own time.
Katie Hopkins.
But
this is my own time.
She was another one of the celebrities that Channel 7 flew in to be on Big Brother.
Yeah. Oh, she's got the haircut
VIP,
for it.
right? She's a terrible, terrible human. So far, the only two confirmed ones are both far right-wing, horrible people.
Oh, in 2015, she hosted her own television talk show, If Katie Hopkins Ruled the World. That's never a good sign.
No. And
should we have our own talk show called If Nick and Maddie Ruled the World?
Maybe, but that's a different time.
Okay.
I gotta say this before you get spoiled.
Sorry. Right. Oh, okay.
In the story.
Right.
So she's one of those people who was like, the COVID is just the flu.
Of course. Wait, is she the one who just got it?
No.
Oh.
But she was one of the ones at the beginning who was like, COVID is just the flu. It's a big hoax. Classic. All that kind of stuff. But never actually changed her mind based on, it becoming a pandemic.
Right.
So she's like I don't even know what to call her because she's a denier of everything. But she's basically in hotel quarantine right now, getting ready to film Big Brother VIP. And
right.
She went on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
And started talking about how she was going to disobey all of the quarantine rules.
Oof.
How she was going to go out and party and do all this stuff. And in the Instagram Live, it did not look like her hotel room. So then they had to launch an entire investigation. This is like in the past 36 hours.
Oh, wow.
An entire investigation into whether or not she had snuck out and whether or not she was planning on sneaking out. And
where was she, in Sydney?
But her exact plan was to give COVID to as many people as possible, in her words, if she had it. Right?
Wait, is she in Sydney?
Yes. And get this. It was only after... for the past week, Channel 7's been under fire. For one, came out the Caitlyn Jenner, who's a monster. Two, Katie Hopkins, also a monster. Three, all of the Samantha Armitage stuff, who used to be the host of Channel 7 Sunrise. All of that started to come back up. You know how she was a raging racist.
Yeah.
So that all came up in the past week, and Channel 7 was like, "Ooh, we're letting our right-wing show. We're being too conservative. Let's fire Katie Hopkins from the show.
Nice.
And use breaking the quarantine rules as the reasoning."
Okay.
So she's being deported.
Iconic, as she should be.
She's being sent back.
I mean, honestly, make a fucking, case of her. You can't come to Australia and not obey by the quarantine rules. If you've ever wondered why we've got it fairly under control here, that's why. Well, I mean, even I know it's pretty bad in Sydney, but it's still not yet as bad as it was in Melbourne.
That's true.
So,
but,
or is anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, true. Did you know that in the past 6 months there's been globally more deaths from COVID than all of 2020?
I did read that a couple of days ago, yeah.
Anyway.
Everyone just pretends like it's over.
So Channel 7 is now trying to pretend that they haven't been conservatives this whole time and like backtrack, and now it's just Caitlyn Jenner is probably going to be the only right-wing celebrity on there, thank God. But I found that all
I'd put
interesting.
Caitlyn Jenner on my version of Big Brother, just for the laughs. Yeah, not because I actually believe in what she's saying, but I just think it would be funny to surround her by a bunch of liberals and to have everyone laugh at her.
That is true.
And tear her down.
That is very
Does
true.
this count as bullying? I'm not really sure.
No, because she's in the public eye. Yeah, and then it all came to a head because so many people are being denied re-entry that are actual Australian citizens. Yeah. And these, like, E-list celebrities are being allowed in.
Would you really put Caitlyn Jenner as E-list?
No, but I am saying
where would you put the rest of the Kardashians?
Who?
Would they be A-list? Are they A-list celebrities?
Yeah, except the brother, Rob.
Yeah.
The rest of them are A-list. Rob's probably E-list. Caitlyn's probably like B or C-list.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that.
I'll say this. If Caitlyn
Chris?
Jenner has to take every possible job that's offered to her to live the life she wants to live, then she's not A-list.
Yes, I would agree with that, but I think that her name is extremely well known. I mean, I think she also is like is facing repercussions for her terrible opinions and her conservativeness, which is why
she killed someone.
And she killed someone, which is why she's not getting any jobs. But I don't think that means that she's less.
But she is getting
famous.
jobs. She's just getting jobs on like The Masked Singer.
Yeah, sure, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. I just fundamentally cannot make Caitlyn Jenner an A-list celebrity.
No, I don't think she's A-list.
Okay, B-list then.
But she's, as I said, probably going to be one of the most famous people on the show.
Yeah.
That's all.
Wow, okay, can't believe you're saying bring all of the Kardashian Jenners into Australia, but no Australians. That's exactly what you're saying.
I think we should bring no one in.
You know what? Let's kick everyone out.
Yeah.
Let's all just vacate.
I agree, except for First Nations people. They can stay. And everyone else has to leave.
Rightfully.
I agree.
Lovely.
Wow. Did we just solve
Australia?
Yeah.
Did we just solve Australia? Not us taking credit for such a simple thing.
Right. Oh, God.
I can't believe we are Caitlyn Jenners. We're terrible people.
It's true.
We're not quite like Katie Hopkins, though. She's a fucking monster.
So, wait. So, okay, on a scale of bad to very bad, where does Caitlyn Jenner, Katie Hopkins, and Pauline Hanson fall, in your opinion?
Caitlyn Jenner, I think, is pretty No, this is on a scale of bad to very bad, right?
Okay, yeah.
She's not harmless, but compared to the other two, she's relatively harmless because no one takes her seriously.
That's fair.
Because she does The Masked Singer and Celebrity Big Brother Australia.
Yeah, that's pretty niche.
Right? And then I would say Pauline, 10 being the worst of humanity.
Very bad being the worst, yes.
Pauline Hanson's a 9. Katie Hopkins is 10.
Really?
Yeah.
What's Caitlyn Jenner?
Oh, like 5, 4, 3, 4. 4?
I mean, considering she killed someone.
She also has a platform, so let's go 5.
Okay, I agree. Yeah. Okay, wow. I'm glad we came to this conclusion. What next?
What next? Well, okay, we'll just move on. Space billionaires, what's your opinion? I'm really curious.
What do you think my opinion is?
Your opinion is why are they wasting money and resources to go to space just to prove that they have a bigger dick than the other?
Yeah, it's true. And additionally, why do they think that they have the right to
colonize space?
Yeah, exactly. Wait, sorry, so has this moved beyond Elon Musk now?
Richard Branson's in space. On his own.
Oh, is this the Virgin thing?
Yeah. It's the first private trip to space.
Is he in space right now?
Yes.
Oh.
Idiot.
Oh, see, I've got no idea what's going on.
Oh, dude, you're like out of the loop.
I'm out of the loop.
It was like the biggest news on like Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Wait, so is he gone? Is this what... a little while ago, he was talking about having like commercial flights up into space and it comes back down. Oh, okay. So he's not actually in space.
Oh, no. You're thinking of the slingshot ones.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's actually in space, like a rocket ship in space.
Like he's going to the moon?
I don't think they're going anywhere. They're just floating up there for like a week and coming back down.
Right. Okay. So they're not like in space, but they're not on Earth.
What's space?
Well, I feel there's like levels. There's like categories of how far outside of the atmosphere.
Well, they are outside of the atmosphere.
Okay.
They're in space.
Interesting.
And Elon Musk isn't even the next one to personally want to go.
Yeah, I know, but he's doing that whole thing.
The next one that personally wants to go is Bezos. Bezos is only like, Bezos's plan is like this year to go to space. And it became a pissing match between him and Richard Branson. And Richard Branson was like, my British penis is bigger than yours.
Do you know he owned a house on the same street that I lived in Lennox?
Is Richard Branson your dad?
I'm sorry to my real dad who had to hear such slander.
Have I been talking shit about Richard Branson in front of his very own daughter? Are you secretly a multi-billionaire?
Wait, I was going to say, I feel like this has made it seem like we were like uber rich, but I promise this is not like, you know, we didn't buy like a bajillion $1 million home in Lennox. Anyway.
Wow, you either
like
die a hero or live long enough to become the villain.
I actually do feel the need to clarify that he actually bought down. We didn't buy up.
Iconic.
Okay, anyway. Billionaires in space. There's so many.
Yeah, tell me what you think.
Levels to this.
Just to break down quickly.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
This is like late stage. We're beyond late stage capitalism at this point.
Yeah.
And I hope they all die up there. And that's that.
And now we said it. Wait, this is hypothetical.
Yeah. Okay, it's hypothetical.
It's hypothetical. Okay.
Fuck me. It's bad. It's so bad. Oh man. Privatization of space is the worst thing that could possibly happen.
It's hell.
Well, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It is hell.
Anyway, on the lighter note, I watched the first 3 episodes of...
Wait, should we get super rich and buy space so that no one else can go there?
No, because then we are the problem.
But are we just like an evil that's stopping a worse evil?
But isn't that the thing? The good intentions...
Yeah, but if no one else can go up there, like we wouldn't go up there either. No one could go up there.
Oh, what about when the Earth is dead?
Well, it's our own fucking fault.
That's
Should have
true.
fixed climate change instead of deciding we're going to colonize space.
That's true. Anyway, my opinion is no more billionaires in space. Spend all that money on, you know...
Climate change.
And also contacting aliens.
I feel like that's still spacey.
Well, yeah, but at least it's like fun. Like everyone gets to enjoy that. Only like 5 people get to enjoy the Virgin Atlantic flight.
That's true.
Right?
I've basically been to space.
Oh. Please explain.
Well, because I've been to Everest Base Camp.
Oh. She said, hold on a second.
It's 5,000 meters above
I lived
sea
in a
level.
mansion next to Richard Branson.
Oh, no, you're
And
right.
I'm a worldwide traveler who's gone to space.
Oh, no. I basically am
then-
Jeff Bezos.
Watch her pretend to not be Richard Branson's daughter.
Yeah, that was obviously a lie. I
That was a
definitely
lie.
am his daughter. Wait, I feel like that's way more likely to get us sued, me saying that, than us
Yeah,
saying
true.
they should all die in space.
We as idiots who joke.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Anyway, cool. What were you going to say?
I was going to say that Beauty and the Geek Australia has started.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it did pretty well on Twitter, didn't it?
I don't know, but it slaps. It's so good. It's like wholesome and like just a touch of drama, which is like
I love that.
perfect. And also like, honestly, some of these guys are really fucking hot
Perfect.
in a nerdy and non-nerdy way.
Oh, that's cute.
So I can't believe I'm now watching that 3 nights a week.
3 nights a week?
Yeah, Australian reality TV does not like to do 1 episode a week.
Wow.
Australian Survivor starts tonight, and I'm going to watch that for the first time since like 2004.
When does that start? Do you need to be home for that?
No, it goes on the apps
Okay.
for free afterwards. And that's on 3 nights a week, the same 3 nights as Beauty and the Geek. So
ooh, competition.
guess I'm watching them all night and day. No, pro tip, if you want to watch one of the Australian reality shows, don't watch it on live TV because the ad breaks go for like almost 5 minutes.
They do.
Whereas if you watch it on the catch-up apps like 9Now and shit,
30 seconds.
it's like a minute and a half max of ads.
Perfect.
You save like 20, 30 minutes
Love
per
that.
episode.
Perfect.
Just mint.
I just realised
Yeah.
I'm getting really hungry. We should wrap up.
This bitch, I tell you. I also watched A Quiet Place Part 2.
Oh, yeah. Was it good?
Fucking phenomenal.
Wow.
Insane.
Nice.
So good. The tension was real. The acting was great. Every single fucking character had a journey they went on.
Love that. Love a journey.
Right?
Love a journey.
Emotional, of course.
Of course.
And like, honestly, just the concepts, and it's so fun and so great, and you would stand.
I'm sure I would if I'd seen the first one.
I also have a fun thing. The Suicide Squad, you know how James Gunn is doing the sequel / standalone?
Yeah, is this the Suicide Squad where they're doing some really weird shit?
Yeah, it's like MA15+.
Yeah, but it's like also like a complete remake and it's different people or something.
I mean, there's still like 4 of the actors from the other one.
So maybe it's not then.
It is. They're pretty much going to ignore everything that happened in the other one, though.
That's stupid. Is Margot Robbie going to be in it? Because I saw a
Yeah.
news article the other day where she was like, I don't think I'm going to play Harley Quinn again for the foreseeable future. And I was like, well, why don't you just crush my dreams?
No, she's in it as Harley
Good.
Quinn. But, I mean, that's probably like 3 years. She's probably not going to play Harley for like 3 years and then be back.
Yeah. She said that it just takes a very big toll on her mentally because Harley's such a dark character. And I was like, oh,
That's stupid.
I mean, that's fair.
I love Margot Robbie, but that's stupid.
No, I think that's really fair.
Anyway, no, a fun fact about the Suicide Squad, the upcoming film, which is easily distinguishable from the 2016 Suicide Squad by the word "the." Anyway,
Continue.
this is meant to be like this is meant to be DC's version of Deadpool, along with Birds of Prey. But
Right.
so it's like MA15+. It was nearly R18+ here.
Was it really?
Yeah, it got rated R18+ in Australia.
Iconic. The
And
first
then-
one, you mean?
no.
16. But have they not? But you just said, wait. When's
2016 Suicide Squad was
when's the new one coming out?
next month.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Have you not seen the trailers? They're
No,
swearing
of
and
course
shit.
I haven't seen the trailers.
Oh, well, this is swearing. I'll show
I
you
didn't
later.
even know that Richard Branson was in space right now.
Oh, this is really embarrassing. You have a podcast about pop culture. Anyway,
Honestly, half the reason that I like this podcast so much is because this is the only way I find out what's going
the more
on.
you know.
Yeah.
Yes, no, this movie comes out next month, and it's meant to be like balls to the wall, gory. Everyone, like, no character is safe, swearing, sexual jokes and shit.
That never goes
So this
well.
one was nearly rated R18+, which means it doesn't matter if you're under 18, you cannot see it even with a parent or whatever.
Iconic.
Warner Brothers was like, hey, this is obviously a comedy movie.
Was Mortal Kombat R?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was quote-unquote realistic violence.
Right. Okay, keep going.
Whereas the Suicide Squad, they were like, there's like a giant anthropomorphic shark killing people in this. I don't think this is realistic violence. And the Australian Classification Board was like, I agree. We'll change it to MA15+. So now anyone can go see it as long as they have a parent. Not like alive. Like with them. Just to
Orphans
clarify.
are out.
Orphans, sorry. That's dark.
That is dark. Oof.
So I was like, R18+, that's wild. And it can't just be for the violence. So I looked at the thing. There's extremely graphic, brief nudity. And I'm like, that
Dick?
means penis.
Of course, because if it meant pussy, it would still be MA.
It'd be on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Penis. There's going to be a penis in it. And I'm like, oh. Is it going to be an actual human's penis or is this going to be a shark
penis. Yeah.
Because, like, I'm, like, down to see Idris Elba's dick. I'm down to see Pete Davidson's dick because Ari said it was massive. Pete Davidson's in this, by the way. But if it's going to be, like, a stupid dick, I don't want that.
What about if it was like that dick that you showed me from that show the other week?
It's like specifically that scene was just in the middle of this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be like, love the effort. Had to remove that penis. Could have watched it with my parents comfortably. We're gonna have to go see it together because I'm not watching it with my parents.
Yeah, that's fair. What was the other movie I went and saw this week? Oh, it was The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Did it suck?
It wasn't as good as the first one. The first half was definitely way too serious, and in the second half it remembered that it was supposed to be a ridiculous movie, and it was ridiculous, which was great. But I only say that because the amount of times they said pussy in the movie.
Love that.
Literally in reference to an actual pussy, not as in
Love
like
that.
a... yeah. That was all. I went and saw it with Mum and Dad, and then afterwards Dad was like, they said a lot of very bad swear words.
My dad does not like swearing.
No, he doesn't. He really doesn't.
Oof.
Yeah, so that was a bit awkward.
Rough. Well, you know the limited series Watchmen from like 2019?
No.
It won like a fucking award, Maddie.
I don't think I've even heard of it.
Oh my god.
Do you sometimes like sit here and you're like, I wonder why I chose Maddie to do this podcast with me?
No, because you have deep knowledge on very specific pop culture stuff.
That's really fair. It's like...
And you're willing to learn.
95% of things I'm like, no, I've got no idea. But the 5% of things I do know,
Yeah, exactly.
I know a lot.
Exactly. No, okay, well, anyway, that limited series Watchmen, I watched the first, like, episode or two.
Right.
And I was like, this is fucking fantastic. I'll tell my family to watch it. And then I watched episode 3 and there was a lot of penis. And I was like, oh, no.
I've made a
Now they're
mistake.
going to think I recommended them a show just for the penis. And I wanted to die.
I don't think they did think that.
They didn't watch it anyway, so it's fine.
You came out unscathed.
I came out unscathed. Exactly.
I think we need to wrap up.
We really do. Okay, the last thing, truly,
Okay.
is that Scott Morrison had to make an actual final statement
Okay.
that he didn't. Are you ready? He didn't shit his pants at a McDonald's.
I bet he did.
I bet he did. Like legit.
That's so fucking funny. Why? What happened? Was this week too? Did everyone think that he shit himself, or
No. Okay. So
was this like it happened 10 years ago? It's resurfaced and ScoMo had to address it.
apparently in 1997 at the Engadine McDonald's in Sydney South.
That's so fucking
Just
funny.
after
He
the
definitely shit himself.
Yeah,
there.
just after the Cronulla Sharks lost, which is his team, he shit himself in the middle of the McDonald's.
Inside or in the car park?
Inside.
Wow. Okay. This is a good story.
And apparently this rumor was started on the Kyle and Jackie O show.
When?
The radio
In
show.
1997?
No, like a couple of years ago. And it's been like this open secret in Australian politics that he shit himself in a Macca's. And basically Scott Morrison, after all these years, went on their radio show because terrible people like to talk to other terrible people.
Yeah.
And he was like, just while I'm here, I need to clarify something from something you guys said all those years ago. I did not shit myself in a McDonald's. And they were like, okay.
Oh, wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
If you brought it up, then
I can read the actual
probably
quote.
you did. If you have to like defend yourself when it's not even been brought up, no one's even talking about it.
Literally no one mentioned it.
And he's like,
It
didn't
means it's
do
on your
it.
mind and it means you did it.
It's
That's the
true.
tea. Can I clear up one thing from ages ago, Mr. Morrison asked? The PM went on to address the long-standing rumour that he had soiled himself at the Engadine McDonald's in Sydney South after his beloved Cronulla Sharks lost the grand final in 1997.
Iconic.
It's the biggest urban myth ever. It is complete and utter rubbish, Mr. Morrison said. I found the whole thing incredibly amusing. I always joke about it. It is absolute and total rubbish. And then Jackie O
He
asked,
sounds so guilty.
Jackie O asked that you pooed your pants? And Kyle apparently said that that's really disappointing that he was quashing the rumour. And that's the one time that I've agreed with him.
Yes. Wow. Well, that is something I didn't expect to hear today.
Great way to end.
Great way to end. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got my what the fuck of the week ready. Have you?
Of course I don't.
Okay. Well, my what the fuck of the week is Lady Gaga.
I've got one. Okay. Sorry. You keep going.
Interrupting my what the fuck of the week.
Lady Gaga.
My what the fuck of the week is Lady Gaga. why Chromatic has been released for over a year and you still have not made Sour Candy featuring Blackpink a single. I'd like to know why. I would like to talk to your lawyers and you.
Oh my God, we didn't even talk about Free Britney next week.
And Blackpink. Did you see her post today? Oh my God.
No, I didn't.
She called out Jamie Lynn.
Iconic.
She was like my sister going on stage and performing my songs remixed, making money off of me. Iconic. Anyway.
Oh my God. Britney, I love this new you.
She's being open completely and it's great.
I love it.
And she has she has representation that she actually got to choose now, which
is
that's
what I was gonna.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I guess we'll talk about it more next week. But Lady Gaga, Blackpink, please just fucking make Sour Candy a single. It bops. It could be the song of the summer. Number 2 to Agatha All Along.
I was going to say, excuse me, I think you've already said that this episode.
It's fine. I circled it back around. It's fine.
You did. You admitted your own mistake.
Maddie Star.
Okay, I have a good one.
Go.
Well, originally the one that I'd thought of, it was going to be, what the fuck is up with the TikTok algorithm?
Okay.
But now I then remembered that Instagram has recently in the last 1 or 2 weeks announced that they're going to focus more on videos and that's what they're going to bump up rather than photos. And what's with that? Because Instagram's a photo sharing platform, and they were specifically because we have a lot of competitors, for example, TikTok, and it's okay, yes, TikTok's a competitor because it's social media, but you're doing different things. One's a photo sharing platform.
One's living up to the Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. What?
There's no direct competition.
Exactly. It's a weird decision to make.
Because back to that thing I said,
quite frankly, you're wrong.
I agree, and it's back to that thing I said 6 months ago, which is, what is it? Capitalism doesn't breed innovation; it breeds copycats. And shit.
Yes, you did say that actually. Yeah, you're right,
and I'm right.
You are.
Not that it's my quote. I don't know who said it, but I truly hate this.
Yeah, I hate this too. It was a bad choice. And I don't know what they were thinking.
You know how Twitter had stories for a while there?
Yeah, I think they still do.
They still do, but they've been there for less than 8 months, and they've just announced later on this month that they're getting rid of them.
Iconic.
Because no one uses them.
Why would you? Again, Twitter is not for photo sharing.
Literally, they suck. Yeah. And I visit someone's profile to check one tweet, and then I have their stories on the top of my fucking home screen for the next month. And I'm I don't follow them. I'm not interested in them. Just fucking fuck off. But anyway, Instagram, just stick to what you do best.
Yeah.
Which is have a kind of a shitty algorithm, but at least it's photos and doing what you're doing.
Exactly. Yep.
Also give us chronological order timeline.
Fuck. Oh my God. That change pissed me off when they did it a few years ago, and it still to this day annoys me.
That's true. The only good thing about Twitter is I can view the tweets in chronological order.
Same with Tumblr.
And that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But Tumblr's almost solely reblogs anyway.
Yeah, it's true. And it's chaotic at best.
True. You know what I kind of feel about Tumblr?
What?
Is that
it's a safe haven.
When did you join Tumblr?
I don't know.
I joined in 2012.
It was probably after that, but it's still
before it went mainstream.
Yeah, I was still in high school.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like Tumblr has gone through the hero's journey. Back in 2012, it was split into 3 categories: hardcore fandom, porn, and really depressing emo shit.
Now it's all one and the same.
Well, no. And then, of course, it tried to go mainstream, and it flopped, and it was ridiculed. It was bullied for being the scrawny kid in the social media playground, rightfully so. And honestly, it lost its charm for a while there.
I never stopped using it, but okay.
Yeah, but you're only very insular in your little.
That's true. I have perfectly curated my online experience on every platform. So yes, you're right.
See, I'm more a little bit of everything on Tumblr, which I love. But no, they went mainstream and they got rid of porn and they did all this stuff.
A mistake.
That was a mistake. But and also the reason they had to get rid of porn was because of child pornography on there. And I'm couldn't you have just gotten rid of the child
pornography? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it went mainstream and it kind of lost its charm for a while and everyone hated it. And now it's kind of settled back into being about fandom.
Yeah.
And just ridiculous, silly jokes and stuff.
It's true.
So it's kind of gone like a full circle.
Well, I think because as all of the other social media platforms have become way more aggressive and also way more focused on just being a platform for monetization, for a way for people to make money, people have been like, ooh, these suck. Whereas on Tumblr, there's none of that. There's no way to make money.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way for whatever
anymore.
Yeah. Well, what?
Yeah, they used to do web series and they used to do sponsored creators and stuff.
That's true. They did do that, didn't they? Yeah. Anyway, thank God they moved on from that and realised what a mistake it is. They just need to let us all swim around in the fish
What a great
pond.
What the Fuck of the Week. Started conversation and everything.
Thanks.
I think Instagram and Twitter both put out statements in the past like month where they're like, we've kind of just hit our cap. Like we're not really getting any more users because there is no one else.
I mean, makes sense.
So now we're just fighting for screen time.
Yeah, oof.
Which is why they're doing this video shit, and I hate it.
Makes sense.
Anyway.
They're going to want to go to space soon, I just know it.
Instagram, exactly.
They need new
there's going to be
sign-ups from the aliens.
Yeah, they're going to be Insta models in space with like neon angel wings behind them and the Valencia filter and like... Fuck,
stop. That's exactly what's going to happen. Jesus Christ, we've
Sunday
just written the future. I hope I die before then.
I can arrange that.
All right.
Oh, Maddie.
Oh, socials.
What are your socials, Ho?
It feels a bit icky to talk about them now. But it's Lady Alice 1-on-1. Wait, 101, not 1-on-1.
Oh.
That's all good. On Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Love that.
What are yours?
If you want to follow the pod, you can at WTFIH Podcast on Instagram. I don't even know if there's any point in promoting the Twitter right now because like I haven't used it like so long. And like no one follows it, but like plenty of people follow the Instagram. And if you want to watch us on YouTube, which is also a flop compared to the audio version, WTF is happening, the podcast on YouTube. Very easy to find. Links are all below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, NIC_sushi.
Yes.
No, not Instagram. Twitter.
It pops off.
I don't have Instagram. I don't have a public Instagram.
No, I don't think you do.
If you want to follow me on Twitter or TikTok, it's NIC_sushi. Cute, fresh, fun.
Sexy.
I had something else to say and now I don't remember, so let's just go.
Bye.
Wait, let me think.
Wait. What was it about? Was it about Instagram or social media or billionaires in space or...
I don't know, I'm lost. Anyway,
okay.
Thanks for listening to What the Fuck's Happening, the podcast.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye.